All right, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to crack the code on how you can absolutely ace the modern tech interview for an AI project manager. Seriously, if you're gunning for one of these roles, think of this as your personal playbook. Let's get to it.
So first things first, let's get the lay of the land. Companies out there, they're not just looking for any old project manager anymore. No way. They're searching for a whole new breed of leader, someone who's got that perfect trifecta: solid project structure, real human empathy, and, of course, a deep fluency in AI.
And this right here, this is everything. You got to understand the difference. The old school PM, they were constantly reacting, buried in manual reports, just trying to keep tasks in line. But the new AI-forward PM, totally different ballgame. You're proactive. You're using AI to predict what's coming, not just report on what already happened. Think about it. When you automate all that grunt work, you're suddenly free to focus on the big picture, the strategy, the leadership. That shift is precisely what interviewers are dying to see.
Okay, so to get you there, we've broken this down into a 5-step journey. We'll start with the challenge itself, then map out the whole interview process. After that, we'll build up your AI toolkit, practice those crucial conversations, and finally lock in that winning mindset.
All right, let's jump into part 1, mapping out this entire journey, literally from that very first chat all the way to the final offer.
So this whole process usually has about 6 main stages. It kicks off with a simple chat screening. They're just checking your communication skills. Then comes a cognitive test. They want to see how you think, not just what you know. Next up is a practical skills test where you have to actually apply AI. Then you get to the hiring manager who's going to dig deep on your strategic thinking. Of course, there's a cultural fit interview. And a lot of times it all wraps up with a final proctored test just to make sure you're the real deal. Yeah, it's definitely a marathon, not a sprint.
Okay, so we've got the map. Now it's time to forge your tools. Let's dig into the essential knowledge you absolutely need to have in your back pocket.
You really have to be fluent in the 3 big ways AI changes the game for project management. First up, automation. Super simple. It's about generating status reports, summarizing risks, all that stuff automatically. That's what gives you your time back. Second, prediction. This is huge. It's using data to spot trends. Like, hey, we might be going over budget before it's a 5-alarm fire. And third, decision support. This is where AI actually helps you make choices, recommending priorities, or even suggesting how to update stakeholders. It's all about being smarter, faster, and way more forward-looking.
Now, don't let a table full of formulas like this freak you out. Seriously, the main thing to get is what it means when your schedule or cost variance goes negative. That's a red flag for your project's health. The old way of doing this was like looking in the rearview mirror. But today, AI tracks all of this stuff in real time. It'll automatically flag a project that's starting to go off the rails. So EVM goes from being a history lesson to a live, blinking warning light on your dashboard.
Another must-have tool in your kit is the RAG status. Red, amber, green. It's just a super simple, super powerful visual that tells everyone the project's health in a split second. Green, we're good to go. Amber, let's keep an eye on this. And red, okay, all hands on deck, we've got a problem.
And this is so important. Remember that AI is here to enhance your skills, not replace them. You still need to be a rock star at risk assessment, but now you can use AI to help predict and rank those risks. You still need to have the judgment to know when to escalate something, but now you've got way better data to make your case. And yeah, you absolutely 100% still need to know Agile inside and out. AI is just this incredibly powerful layer you put on top of that solid foundation.
So you might be wondering, okay, but how to actually talk to the AI? Well, that's where prompt crafting comes in. It's the skill of giving the AI really precise, clear instructions to get what you want. Honestly, it's like being a great manager, but your direct report is an AI. And trust me, they will be testing you on this.
Okay, your toolkit is packed and ready. Now for the fun part. Let's talk about how to actually use these tools when you're in the hot seat. It's time to put all this knowledge into practice.
I can almost guarantee you are going to get this question, or some version of it. They want to see that you've actually done this stuff for real. So the big question is, how do you answer it for maximum impact?
Listen up, because this is the secret sauce. You have to use the STAR format. That's situation, task, action, and result. Seriously, this framework is your absolute best friend. It stops you from rambling and helps you deliver a concise, powerful story that proves you know your stuff.
So, what does that sound like in real life? Something like this. The situation and task are clear, right? You needed to summarize Jira updates. The action is super specific. I used ChatGPT. And the result? Boom. Measurable and impactful. A 50% reduction in manual work. That is a perfect answer.
Okay, next up, the risk management question. This is where they test whether you're proactive or reactive. Basically, they want to know, are you just a firefighter running around putting out flames, or are you a fire marshal preventing them from starting in the first place?
And here's a little pro tip to really make your answer shine. Focus on prediction. Don't just talk about how AI helps you deal with risks once they happen. Talk about how it helps you see them coming a mile away. That's the strategic thinking they're looking for.
See, an answer like this one nails it. It shows you're not just waiting for problems to appear. You're actively digging into the data to predict what could go wrong. It screams proactive and data-driven. You're using AI to get ahead of the game.
All right, last big question we'll practice. This one is all about reporting and communication. It's a combo question, really. They're testing your tech skills and your people skills at the same time. How do you keep everyone in the loop and feeling good about the project?
The winning move here is to bring everything together. You want to connect all the dots for them. Talk about how you use AI to automatically create those RAG dashboards and track the EVM metrics we just looked at.
This kind of answer is a home run. It shows you're giving stakeholders real-time, data-backed updates. That means fewer surprises, which builds a ton of trust. It just proves you have total command of the entire modern PM toolkit.
Okay, we've gone through the whole journey, we've built the toolkit, we've even practiced the tough questions. The very last piece of the puzzle is the most important one. It's all about the mindset.
At the end of the day, it really boils down to these 4 things. 1, AI is your co-pilot, not your replacement. 2, data is for predicting the future, not just reacting to the past. 3, your communication has to build trust. And 4, and this is the big one, human judgment always guides the AI. You're the pilot. The AI is just helping you fly the plane.
So there you have it, the complete playbook. The only question left is the one you see right here. Because honestly, with this knowledge and this mindset, you're not just ready for an interview, you're ready to be the one who leads the change.